It's Week 17 of the NFL. And front and center is Josh.
The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is the number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could... yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They go play action with Richardson. Steps away to his... And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And it's Tommy Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on...
Under pressure, they got him again. Smoke Monday, racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Renfro. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Josh McDaniels going to take a risk here. They will go for it on 4th down. There's Garoppolo to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, you get a look at their key inactives for this week's game, and Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up.
There he goes, right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Richardson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Josh Downs, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made it right there. A well-executed series after establishing confidence in him to win this offense.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Garoppolo looks to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
What we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That one's on Quentin Nelson, the all-pro guard.
Still first down. Let's go now.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down. The Colts at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for Richardson. Got a man, it's caught. 10 to the 7. They'll run here with Taylor. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Here's Taylor again. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This now a 3rd and 4. To throw is Garoppolo. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And a Tommy Wyatt-Abrare. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Max Crosby from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Richardson looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now it's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Dooley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On third down, here's Richardson. The short throw pulled in by Woods.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be fourth down. Gay's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
Ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us ended with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone.
Fighting his way through contact.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They juked him. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes.
The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Here's A.J. Cole now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 43. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
The short throw pulled in by Woods.
He's able to get this to the 30-yard line before he's out of bounds. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Robert Spillane, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start
of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Richardson on 2nd and 10.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports.
It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
That one taken in by Adams. He's still on his feet, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make this last run, the last push to get into the playoffs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From the gun, it's Taylor. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains.
That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
Here's Richardson to throw.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Josh Downs.
His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Colts will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck.
There. I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Richardson on second down. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Richardson out of the shotgun. That one finds Pierce right side.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Now Richardson.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Richardson now on third and goal.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Chauncey Golston in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Richardson.
That's to his running back, complete. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Garoppolo to throw. Able to connect with Jacobs.
And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Looking in zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Colts are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
An extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's going to be taken in by Downs.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Richardson looking to throw.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
They need 12 here. It's third down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce
from 21 yards away.
And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to put the lead.
Did we come into this game with defense is optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Taken at the goal line. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling this team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough.